My name's David Johnson, or Dave Johnson, or the Reverend Dave Johnson. And I am a comic book artist, cover artist, and former animation flunky. I've worked for Marvel and DC, Image, Dark Horse. I've been doing it for 30-something years now. I worked in animation under Bruce Timm, working on Batman Beyond, Justice League Unlimited, and then I went on to co-create Ben 10, even though I don't get any money for it, but I designed it all, yeah, that's what I do.
Awesome. So what are you doing right now? What is your work at the moment?
Mainly I'm just doing a lot of covers. That usually keeps me pretty busy. Commission work, and I've started writing my own stuff that hopefully eventually will be a comic book. I've done a Kickstarter in the past that was based on my ideas, and that went really well, called Pop Kill, and yeah.
Awesome. So superheroes, why are those so interesting to shape and create?
Well, I grew up with reading Marvel and DC. I love the graphicness of it. Guys like Jack Kirby, and they were creating pop art before Lichtenstein copied it and made it pop art, but big bold brush lines with exciting type faces, like the splash pages and even the covers. It would just, in the colors and the way the process of printing was, and it's it's something that unfortunately comics today kind of miss. Like they're too slick, the rendering is too good, and I kind of miss that, bam, pow, big word balloon, big sound effects and all that. And I tend to, when I do superhero stuff, I like to do more of that. But I'm also a big fan of graphic design, and a lot of my work is based on graphic design that comes from outside of comics, like book design, propaganda design, album art, anything that's bold and has some real impact. That's kind of what I like to do. I go from super cartoony to realistic to designy to silly, to adult. I like to mix it up and do all sorts of stuff.
Cool. So if you're looking into the future, what would you like to work with, and what's your dream project?
Well, like I said, writing my own stuff. Nowadays, everybody's trying to write comics that will then be hopefully turned into a movie or a TV series. And definitely the thing that I'm working on now would actually make a better TV series than a comic, but the way the industry works now, it's easier to make a comic and then bring it to Hollywood, and they go, oh, it's a comic, oh, we'll treat you different than if I were just to show up on the door of a studio and say, here's an idea, because I'm nobody in Hollywood. But for some reason, if I make it a comic, then people tend to treat you a little different. So, and it's kind of like a pitch document that you can just sit and read, and you know exactly what the thing is about, and you move on from there.
So basically, you give them a storyboard and they go, well, we can do this.
Exactly. And the comic idea I'm doing, it's not superhero at all. It's got a little bit of supernatural element to it, but easily made into a TV series, easily. So nothing crazy, no, like CGI and stuff.
Let's hope that happens.
No.